I am NetMoverSitan. Welcome to the next Q&A session of the Shrine of Psychosis. And since I only have 2 questions, that's right, 2, I decided that I won't bother answering them until I have at least 5. So to motivate you, I shall be asking you questions. Yeah, that's right, you! I have them written down here. Now let's see, which is the first one? Ah, here it is. What new project should I start when I free enough space? I bet some of you have a few candidates for that. Yes, you do. Seeing as Fallout 3 is nearing completion, I should free quite a bit of space after that's done. And then there's Doom-free Resurrection of Evil. Well, what do you think I should start? Yes, I know. There's Bioshock Infinite. That especially interests me. I shall start that at some point. Syndicate. I watched a demo of that. And it looks fun. And has co-op missions, which might make a good multiplayer playlist. Seeing as my Bioshock 2 multiplayer match series has been axed. Expect some insanity with that one. Although, you might have your own idea for decent multiplayer games. Just make sure it isn't any of that Modern Warfare or similar. Want to know why? It's because it's a bit too realistic. Too normal! By my standards. As far as I'm concerned, if it's not even slightly ridiculous, I won't go for it. Anyway, next question for you. What is the strongest spiciness you have experienced? And what was it from? Go on, tell me! It'll give me a laugh. Are you just a bunch of and A's? You just run to the water, milk, or whatever the you drink in that situation whenever you have something even slightly spicy. You don't? Then tell me. It's not as if you're going to be a social outcast because of it. Seriously. Unless it's ridiculous by my standards, I won't hold it against you. Anyway, next question. What is the most emotionally provocative game music you've heard? Oh, and before I continue, other than the questions that have come up, the rest of this is unscripted. There are a few candidates for this, although it depends on the individual. Here are a few examples of my personal favourites. The Stage 1 music from Contra. The Sun Rises from Okami. Escape the Dahaka, Prince of Persia Warrior Within. And no, I am not counting much of the soundtrack from Brutal Legend, as that is heavy metal! Other than Edge Boy, which is a load of it amuses me greatly. But it is not true game soundtrack. Go on. Tell me. I could speak of a few more examples, but they're a little more predictable. Okay, time for the next question. This is a good one for you. If you believed that it would make the world a better place, who would you destroy? I can think of a few candidates for that. For some, it would be long overdue. Can you? Let's see. For a start, there are a few tin gods out there who can rationalize their actions no matter how immoral. Who believe they know exactly what they're doing. Don't worry. I shall cover that one in the next edition of the Shrine of Psychosis. That will be uploaded within the next couple of weeks. So go on. Tell me. But if it's someone whose destruction I don't approve, you shall feel the power of my rage spheres! Oh, who am I? You'll probably choose someone I might approve of. Won't know until you send it to me. And now for the last question in this inverse Q&A session. Am I too intimidating for you to ask questions to? Well, am I? Am I too intimidating for you to ask questions to? Too intimidating? Or even irritating? Or is your head such a mess that you can't think of any good ones? That, or it could be because just looking at me is enough to prevent you from thinking of any questions for me. If you think with this mask is disturbing to look at, you should see me without this. It's not attractive. I'd make a feral ghoul reaver look attractive. So what the are you waiting for? Send me some questions! There are 3 methods of doing so. One of them is form spring. In this case, you can hide your ident whenever you send a question. Otherwise, I'll assume you want your ident read out. Now with the next 2 methods, unless you specify that you want your ident read out, I'll assume you don't. Personal message. If you have a YouTube account, you should know what this is by now. And this. An email. And don't hold back. I shall upload a response video a few days after this is uploaded. So go on! Send me some questions for the next Q&A session of the Shrine of Psychosis. You know what? This. I'll work on the machinima and cube world. Before I go, hear my twisted thoughts.